First one was a funny one. It was like, was the body made of plastic or metal? It looks like I get asked a lot, how does this work as a guitar processor? Like, are the effects any good? Guitar and amp simulations very good. So today I'm going to answer that questions and 5 other questions about the Zen Quadro from Antelope Audio. Let's go. My name is Dami. I'm a guitar player and audio engineer and everything in between. If this is your vibe, if you like amp simulations and studio equipment, gear, hardware, mixing, recording, guitar playing and tracking and all that good stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. And I want to see how this kind of works as an all-in-one rig, like on your pedalboard, because it also has a lot of app simulations and cabs and compressors and effects and reverbs and all that good stuff. And all that processing is happening on device. So I want to see if it's possible to have, what it sounds like to have this be your amp and sim guitar processing all in one gear, and vocals as well. I know I've done a few experiments in the past. I just want to take it another step to see how this actually works in a settings where you want to go ampless and you just want to plug your guitar direct and have your amp and all your processing take place in this. This shout out to the user that actually left the question. I'll leave that question here below. And I just think that is kind of a very important question. Like, how does it sound from a guitar player's perspective who has tried all the amp simulators, amp captures and all that, cabs, IRs and all stuff? How does this, where does it stand? Is it just sounding like just on the entry level, or is it good? So let me stop talking and let's go straight into the video where I do all of that. So I think I'm the probably only person still making content about the Zen Quadro, and that's because I share in this community, kind of try to help people out. I wish I had all this help when I was trying to put up together my home studio without spending a whole lot of money. And I still get a lot of questions. I'm going to go through my top 5 questions that people have been asking on this gear. And I'm also going to go and do the guitar audio test and all that good stuff. So the first question that I get asked is, does it draw much power from your laptop when you're using it standalone? The answer is yes and no. Just like any other audio interface, it's going to draw power and you're going to notice significant reduction in the power consumption on your audio, on your computer if you're using this with just a computer that is not plugged in. That being said, this has the lowest power consumption. I don't have the numbers in the chats, but so far, this has the lowest number when it comes to power consumption of any audio interface. My Apollo did not, like, you plug it in and it's already sapping out power. And again, it's not even bus power. You need to download that power, so that's it. But I'm talking about my other UA audio interfaces. They swallow a lot of power. And so for this, I've been able to power these with almost anything in the studio. Any break, my phone. Yes, this got powered with my phone. So that just tells you it doesn't consume that much power. Even iPhone lets power into this, then it's good. So I hope that answers your question. It doesn't take that much power, but then you will reduce the amount of battery life because, you know, it's still taking something out of the laptop, but it's not significant, if that answers the question. Right. Second question is, are the processing that good? Absolutely, yes. The processing are very good. I have the all-in-one bundle, which means I have everything here. I have all the Synergy Core softwares here. And again, option paralysis comes into play. But every single plugin that I've used here, every single processing that I've used here, including the guitar, amps, and cabs, sounds absolutely perfect. Like, they are good, just like anything I have on my bigger brother over there, or any plugin that I have, even sometimes close to the hardware that I have. So yeah, if that answers your question, they are really good. It's the same plugins that you have on the other Antelope Audio, and if you know anything about Antelope Audio, they have great stuff at affordable prices. So yeah, all the plugins are good. Another question says, since I made a video about it not being good, so why do I still have it up? Okay, so my video was not about the device not being good. My video was mostly about how it was advertised to be standalone. So what I mean, or as a guitar player, a standalone means you can do all the changes, all the stuff on device and not have to depend on the software in a live setting. So that was my only problem with the device. Other than that, the conversion is perfect, the user interface is great, and the fact that you can actually save presets and loading softwares and loading plugins and stuff and have a preset for that particular capture or whatever set your settings is at that time, and you can record that without a computer. I think that's still good. I'd rather be able to tweak those presets on my own, but then I mean, you got what you got for $600, right? Yeah, that's it. But I think at that price point, I should be able to do some level of settings on device, because again, I'm moving towards being able to do everything on device, because hardware obsolescence or software obsolescence, that was really hard for me to pronounce. It's a real thing. And yeah, I just want to stay clear of that. I want to have my device and use them for as long as I want to use them. Not because a company stopped doing this software updates or stop supporting this product. So yeah. Next question, can I use it without buying all the plugins? Can it just be like a regular audio interface? Yes, it can be just a regular audio interface. That's the way I use it sometimes when I'm just plugging in and just not using any synergy core effect. It's still an audio interface with or without that. The limitation here is, it has a very good routing. So after you've plugged it in for the first time, you have all your routing set up, you should be good to go, and you might not even ever need to connect it to a computer if you don't want to. So yeah, it can still work as a good standalone device. It doesn't stop you from being just another regular audio interface. What it does is it packs a lot of punch with the Synergy Core plugins and the old software environment. So that just unlocks a whole new level to have, especially if you don't have a very powerful computer to do all the processing for your plugins, or you're always crashing all the time. This might just be a good solution for you. Just if you don't want to upgrade your computer yet, maybe you have compatibility things on there that you just want to keep. This might just be a good thing to run all those your processing on device instead of having your computer shelter all that power. And that sounds great. Like, with no, like, nothing is happening from my there's nothing happening from my laptop here. This is all on device, which is great. So I can just set up like a preset for both my guitar and my voice, and I can literally record a guitar course through this. I can see. So yeah, like there's no latency here. Like it's minimal. Like you can't even notice it except you have a tuner here. All right, let's see what I can add here. Guitar cabinet. All right, any effects here that I can work with? Modulation. All right, let's put a chorus here. Oh, okay, so the chorus is in my voice. So that's my mistake here. Let me just remove that. Okay, let's go back to the guitar channel. All right, so I have a cabinet, modulation. Let's add chorus to my guitar. That sounds good. It sounds neat. I like that. And that's also demo, so you don't get a full setup. So let's look for a modulation. There is not a demo one. Let's see BBD chorus. Oh, okay. Not bad in my opinion. Sounds really good. So let me save these on the save preset. Let me save it to preset number 5. And let's say I don't have my computer here. I can just go back to the audio interface and just recall this preset. And let's do that right now. Let me disconnect my laptop. So what you can see here is just my audio interface. Just power. So the audio that you're hearing now is coming straight from, apologies for the guitar noise. The audio is coming straight from my audio interface into my camera. So no processing whatsoever. So let's go to my presets recall here. Press and hold this middle button, go to presets, load presets, preset 5. Load it. Recalled everything I needed. And you already hear my guitar. It sounds great. And I can take that one step further and just load a different preset without my guitar input in it. Let's see if that makes any sense. Press and hold, load preset. Preset 2 just has a microphone and no guitar in. So let's load. Now, no more guitar, because I didn't set an amp preset for that preset, which is pretty neat. So I can have, now let's load preset again. Let's load preset 5 back up. You should hear my guitar with the chorus. This is pretty neat. I really like this. Yeah, that's pretty neat in my opinion, though. I really like the vibe of this, and I'll rock with this at any point in time. So here we go. There you have it. So in conclusion, this is a good unit, and it does what it does, and it does it well. It might not work for your own scenario if you want to tweak stuff live like I want to. I want to be able to tweak my amp settings, my compression settings, my microphone setup, my effects chain. I want to be able to move things around on the go, but that is not possible without a laptop, which I totally understand. It would be nice to have all that feature here to be able to move that, but the fact that all this functionality, all those DSP effects, all those plugins can be available natively without you taking your laptop. Just imagine yourself with a phone setup. Just connect this to your phone, and then you can live stream with a compressor and a noise gate and an amp simulator and all that good stuff without a laptop. I think that's pretty neat, and with the most minimal power consumption. The power consumption of this thing is amazing. It doesn't take that much power. I've powered it with the smallest brick that I have here. I've powered it with a power bank. It just starts up and it runs well, which is pretty cool for scenarios like this. So Zen Quadro, Zen Quadro. This has found a place in my studio now. I still will not depend on this in the live settings, which was my reason for returning it the first time. And this time, I think it will be useful for my at-home streaming. I do have a lot of analog gear that I can process. Like right now, you're hearing this microphone through a preamp and a compression. Yeah, I have hardware doing live processing to these going straight to my camera. But there are sometimes you just want a lighter setup. You know, you're outside, you just have a preset that works, and you just want to record it. I think this will work perfectly in that scenario. So for all the guys that came for me because of my first review, I still stand by what my review is. If you're performing live, you need to be able to tweak stuff. I'm a guitar player, and I still have myself, going to my pedal. When I get to a different venue, I want to tweak a little bit. Maybe the room has more reverbs than I planned for. I just want to adjust my settings, adjust my pre-delay, adjust my decay a little bit, just to make sure I fit into that particular place. And that's the mindset that I brought when I was purchasing this as something that you can do. You can have your DSP running natively without a computer. I want to be able to adjust stuff, and that just didn't work for my own use scenario. But it doesn't mean the device is useless or it's not worth it. It's worth every penny. But then the price goes up the more of those plugins that you want. So it's still not really a $600 stuff. So budget wise, so over 10, I will give this a 6 over 10. Just because it's not really that cheap as advertised. It's $600, but by the time you factor in the plugins and all that good stuff, you're getting close to $1,000 mark. And for $1,000, there's so many options in that range as well. But then it does it well. It does what it does. That ability to recall preset is amazing. It's good. I think you can have different variation of the same preset just to fit different things once you get familiar with this product, and I think that's a good thing. And another thing I want to give to it, it's the LED screen. It's kind of really small, maybe because I have the Neumann one. It's kind of small, and then it's not touch screen. You
kind of limited to these 3 buttons. I wish it was bigger and to do more. Other than those 2 things, I have no problem. The conversions here are great. It has more than enough juice to carry a microphone like this without a cloud lifter. That's something. And you can add preamps to it. You can push it up, add some noise gate, and mess around with this as much as you want. Yeah, I hope I've been able to kind of have a non-biased opinion about this device. So if you don't mind the fact that you can tweak your settings, if you're a set it forget it kind of guy, get this. This will work in a live setup. It will work like I'm traveling this week, and if I'm recording a podcast on the go, I'm recording something I don't want to use my laptop, or I'm at the airport, I want to quickly pull up stuff without taking too much space. This is a perfect setup. Combine this with a phone that can record, just send the output to your phone through USB-C and just record straight. Like you can record a podcast episode with all your dynamic processing here and straight to that iPhone and have high quality studio. Like this is a studio in a box. So yeah, it's a good device if you want to go that route. And I think I will be keeping this. It's not going back. Thank you for watching. My name is Dami. I'm a sound engineer, guitar player, and everything in between. I'll catch you in the next one. If you like reviews like this, let me know. And let me know in the comments below if you think this is something that will work for you, or how are you using your audio interface and getting the best out of it. Let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.